Hello guys, welcome back to another video in this React series. In this video, we'll be building a beautiful user-friendly date picker component in React with a sleek dark mode theme. Here is what we will be creating today. This date picker component allows users to select dates easily with a polished dark theme. So this look easy on the eyes, especially in low light conditions. So let's see how we can create a date picker with dark theme in our React application. For that one, let me go to core editor first. Here I have a dedicated component by name CustomDatePickerDarkTheme, and I have exported that one at the bottom using export default CustomDatePickerDarkTheme. And I have added this one in our main component file, that is app.js. The first thing which we need to do here is install the datepick library along with date fns for date management. For that one, open your terminal window. Currently this application is running. Let me stop this one. Here you type the command npm install react hyphen datepicker space date hyphen fns. Then press enter. This will install all the necessary libraries which are required for our example. Once the installation is done, let's import some of the libraries. The first library is React itself. For that one, add the code import React, and we are going to use useState hook in our example. For that one, add useState as well, and we are going to import this one from React library. So this useState hook will allows us to add a state in our functional component. This hook will be used for keeping track of currently selected date. The next import statement which you need to add is import date picker from React date picker. So this date picker library provides us the customizable date picker UI which we saw in our example earlier. Next, import the default styles for React date picker component. For that one, you can use this import statement. This is necessary for the date picker to have its basic styling. Next, we'll add another import statement, that is import DarkModeTheme.css. This is nothing but the importing CSS file. Here I have created another CSS file. Currently it is blank. We are going to add some of the styles according to our requirement in this CSS style. Next, within this functional component, we'll initialize our state with selected date. Here I have added a state by name selected date, and I have initialized that one to null using useState, and the set selected date function will handle the state of that one. So this state is used to keep track of the date that user selects. And the next thing is we need to add the JSX. For that one, let me add return statement. Within this return statement, let me add a division. This will be acting as a outer division, and I have given the class name as datePickerContainer. This class can be used for CSS styling to control the layout and appearance of the date picker. And within this outer div, let's add one title and select a date. Then comes the main part. Let's add the date picker component within this div. So this is a component which is imported from date picker library. Next, within this date picker library, we are going to add some of the props based on our requirement. The first prop which I want to add here is selected equals to selected date. So this prop sets the currently selected date in the date picker to this selected date state which we have mentioned earlier. So this selected date is a state variable that holds the date currently selected by the user at any point of time. And the next prop which I want to call is onChange prop. So here this is an event handler that helps us to update the selected date, as we have defined a function by name setSelectedDate to handle the state selected date. So here we have mentioned that function and calling that function on change of a date which is selected by the user here. And the next prop which I want to add is date format. So here date format specifies the format in which the selected date should be displayed. In this case, we are showing year, then month, and finally date. Then we'll be adding a placeholder text which will be shown to the user. I've added a message as select a date. So this message will be shown to the user when they see this date picker component. And the final prop which we need to add here is class name is equals to custom date picker. So this prop applies a custom CSS classes to the date picker for additional styling. So this completes our component part. Now let's write some of the CSS for styling in DarkModeTheme.css file. So here let me copy some of the CSS styles here. Here, the first class datePicker container is the class which styles the container for the datePicker. Within this, we have added some of the properties like display flags, which utilizes the flags layout model to allow flexible arrangement. Then we have defined the direction for which each element stacks based on this one. And we have horizontally centered the child elements using align items center. And we have given this some margin. Similarly, we have defined classes for different purposes here. So this custom date picker class styles the date picker component itself, where we have given some border radius, padding and width, and the background color for the date picker. And we have given the styles for date picker when it is focused. And this react date picker will targets the outer date picker component. Similarly, we have given some styling for heading and the styling for the selected date within the date picker. And we have given some styling for the weekends as well. And we have defined another class for weekend when it is hovered. We are going to change the color of that weekend as well. So these are the some of the styles which we have defined in our CSS file. So that's about our CSS styles for our date picker. So let's save this one, and we have already added this one in our component by using the import statement. So that's it. Now save this component as well, and let's run this React application using npm start. Now you can see we got the header which we have mentioned and the date picker. And when you click on the input box here, we get a fully functional date picker component with a dark theme as expected. You can customize it further to suit your needs on based on your requirements. That's it guys for this video. Thanks for watching this. If you have any questions or want to see more tutorials like this, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more coding tutorials.